Hey guys, how's it going tonight? So this one's going to be about the Galion P75 driven by both two Orchard Audio amps with the Argent Pure Silver wire. So basically a Class D amp, and then driven by the TS A75. Well, honestly, I'm a big preamp aficionado, always have been, right? 5 years ago, I bought that BAT VK50-SE. I love that thing. Sold it last year because I needed the money for some other stuff. Kind of regretting it now, but after putting the P75 through its paces for the last couple of weeks, and pretty much had to cry because I had to send it out to one of Thomas's customers there. Then another one arrived, and then I had to send that one out to another customer, so I guess they're selling. Anyhow, so what's my thoughts? Yes, it's a single-ended RCA preamp, but I really like the sound of it, The only caveat, of course, I like hot swapping shit, so I'll get the usual RCA hums and buzzes because I'm too lazy to turn shit off when I disconnecting and connecting, cables, but that's me, Smart people will turn their shit off or hit the mute button and then forget to put the mute button on and wonder why it's not fucking working. What the fuck, XLR, you don't have to do that. So really, I really like the sound of it. It really fattened up the silver wired Orchard Audio amps. And quite honestly, the preamp has a shit ton of gain. When I drove my hissy DS Audio phono preamp with it, it gave it some, I hate to fucking use that word, meat on the bones bullshit, but yeah, it just gave it some good drive. And again, Thomas has a very, same like me, I love my bass, but I don't want my mid-range and my treble screwed up, to sacrifice it. And it doesn't, not at all. I mean, you guys saw Steve Huff's video that dropped yesterday. He gets more into the weeds with these things. For me, it's either I like the sound of it or I don't. And you guys know I've had several two preamps, come through me. Most of the stuff that I purchased, some stuff that was lent to me. My favorite is still the Black Ice Aries headphone DAC preamp. Again, another single-ended design. That's a fun little preamp because it's got the Fosgate surround, pseudo surround circuits that you can defeat. It's got a decent ESS 9038 Pro DAC in it. Obviously, it's a tube preamp and it's a tube DAC. You can drive it as a DAC by itself, or you could run the whole thing. With Thomas's P75, it's a pure analog preamp. There's 4 ECC 81 tubes that it ships with. I believe the equivalent to that is the 12A X7 tubes. And I didn't really tube roll with it, I'll be honest, because I just I'm not, eventually I want to get another tube preamp because right now I'm running the SPL Elector that belongs to my friend Greg, and it's fine if you drive it into a tube amplifier, but it is what I'd like to coin the term NAF, neutral as fuck. And it's just got no character, no soul, no fuck all, but it's clean, right? I mean, I can drive that thing all the way to the end and there's absolutely no distortion whatsoever, which is great when I was troubleshooting the DS Audio cartridge circuit because I was able to run the 74 millivolts coming out of the DS003 into the SPL and then out of the SPL into my Onkyo, and I got audio. Very hissy audio, but I got audio. And really, guys, I mean, there's not much you can say about the preamp. I mean, there's 4 tubes inside of it. There's a whole shit ton of clarity caps. I guess it's a Doge design, and the folks over there really did a really good job on it. The remote control is awesome because it gives you all the controls, all the functionality. So you can switch inputs, you can change volume, you can mute, you know, all that cool stuff, you know. And in my case, what I was able to do was I've got the little Broadlink USB hockey puck. I could just get it to learn the commands from Thomas's remote, and I just control everything from my phone, which is awesome. Really, guys, that's it. I mean, I can't go on 20 fucking minutes to talk about a fucking preamp because it's a damn good preamp. I mean, for $18.75, I think is what he's selling it for. It's a fucking steal, guys. Come on. You know, it's a fucking steal. I mean, I've had 2 of them in my rig in the last month and a half, and I just about shed tears every time I had to ship the damn thing out. I know, you're saying, why don't you just buy the fucking thing, Joe? Well, god damn it, I just spent $8 grand on these fucking final speakers, right? And so I'm kind of tapped out, you know? But anyways, guys, that's the video. If you get a chance, you know, check out Thomas's website. You know, I don't know if he does evaluation, trial stuff. You know, you'd have to go on the website and check it all out. But yeah, if you're in the market for a tube amp for under $2 grand, you know, Galion P75. I mean, it doesn't have all the cool little features like the Black Ice F360 does with the surround and the requirement for the extra speakers. You know, so there's trade-offs. You know, but honestly, sonically, it's one hell of a preamp. I really liked it, you know. Of course, I wish it was balanced and it had 8 tubes in it and double the parts count, but then you'd get going from $1,800 preamp to a $3,600 preamp, right? It's still cheaper than BAT, but, you know, whatever. That's it, guys. You know, on to the next video. I'm going to shoot a couple of these this weekend. You know, thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe. Okay, now tell them. All right. Hey, guys, cheers again. If I didn't cheers you in the last one, I'm cheersing you in this one. So, got a special announcement. SVS, Orchard Audio, RI Cables, and myself are going to be doing a room this year at Capital Audio Fest. I think Leo said it's room 628. Don't quote me on that. I'll get the proper details and, you know, post it in a follow-up video. Anyhow, we'll all be in one room. We're going to do a simple Dolby Atmos setup. It's basically going to be 5.2.4. So that's going to be 5 bed channels, left, center, right, which will be cabling supplied by RI Cables. Amplification for everything is going to be Orchard Audio. We're going to be using my buddy Greg's Marantz. I think it's an 8805 AV Pre. Regardless, it's got balanced outs, and I'm familiar using it. And it's got the calibration mic, so that's a good thing. And the room's not going to be a science project the way the Final Audio stuff was in California, because SVS knows what the hell they're doing, man. I mean, if you rent their room at Expona this year, Larry and Nick did a one hell of a job putting that room together. We'll have the 2 towers in there. Not sure if it's going to be the 6.5 inch version or the 8-inch version. I'm leaving that to Larry and Nick to decide. Center channel will be the same one they had at Expona. We'll have the bookshelf surrounds, and then you'll have the angled height channels. In those rooms, two height channels is enough. And for subs, most likely, because I said to the guys, I said, let's do a swarm this time. You know, I mean, I really don't want to get that big, huge boom thing going. But so what we kind of compromised is, okay, either SB2000s or the SVS micro subs, 4 of them in the room. And because we'll have the Bluetooth app, Larry wants to do a movie EQ for bass and then a music EQ for bass, which is fine, you know, that's cool, you know. And so yeah, we'll have a TV in there and stuff like that. So Larry will be doing his home theater demos, and we'll be taking turns. I'll be doing music demos. No complete albums because, you know, we don't have that much time, but you know, if somebody's got a request too, and if I got it, you know, if I don't got it, then I'm pretty sure we can stream it on Amazon Music. And we'll have a kick-ass Wi-Fi setup in there too, courtesy of Cambium Networks that from my workplace. Guys, that's about it for the the exciting news about the Dolby Atmos room at Capital Audio Fest. And yes, SVS will be doing a 2-channel room. It won't be Orchard Audio Electronics in that one. I'm not sure which manufacturer is doing the electronics for that, but yeah. So it'll be a lot of fun, and it's going to sound awesome. And for anybody who wants to curate a setup like that, it's not going to cost them a fortune either. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe, just like I said in the last video. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks guys. Bye for now. Cheers.